Lorehammer or Yourhammer?
Whoa!
It's Tom and Ben's dumb game where we tell each other two tales of Warhammer lore. One is 100% accurate Lorehammer. The other is made-up nonsense Yourhammer.
What?
But which is which?
Didn't someone sent us a thing?
They did. It's
They made a
here.
thing.
Someone did a pie chart of how much poop is in Lorehammer.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether I expected more or less.
Yeah, I was feeling the same way. I think it's because I remember the poop stories a little bit more than the non-poop stories. But
I think they should have just included the farts and butts in the poop stories.
I don't know, Ben. I don't know. You don't want to tell your poop with farts and butts, do you? But I thought it was funny that they did include farts and butts as a caveat in there because
There's a fair few of those too. I love that it's nearly 50% on whether a poop story is true or not.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like real close. Like judging by how many there are, that means there's probably just one more that was true than has been false. So
Yeah.
far.
Perfect. And I feel like this is my fault for setting the tone. The first ever Lorehammer or Yourhammer was, did Vlad von Carstone shit his pants?
Yeah.
And from then on, we've forever cursed.
Well, I think also,
with
you
poop
know,
lore.
maybe just the nature of this stream and that both of us are simultaneous grumpy old men, but also immature children
Yeah.
that find
Perfect blend.
this stuff funny. So, yeah.
It's perfect. Right, so for this week, shall I go first or would you like to go first?
You, whatever.
Okay. I will tell you a tale of... You know about Chaos Champions, right?
I know all about Chaos Champions. They're in the Chaos Army, and they're better than a pleb.
They sure are.
Oh, that's a cool model.
Yeah, I always like that one. That's a really old one as well. Fucking awesome. So, do you know, like, when you become a champion of Chaos and you pledge yourself to a god, and then they reward you with their gifts?
Fish hand.
Fish hands, if you're lucky. Yeah. There's many levels you can work your way up. And there's certain, like, things you get at certain levels. But did you know, Tom, that nearly half of all Slaanesh champions, sooner or later, develop multiple genitals?
Ooh.
It's one of the most common mutations of Slaanesh. So there's more than half of Slaanesh champions, by the time they've reached like a certain level, they've got two dicks or two vagines.
One of each?
One of each is an option, but almost all of them, if they get past the early stages, will have multiple genitalia. It's a pretty standard issue at the higher levels of Slaanesh championhood.
Okay. Multiple genitalias. You know what? It's Slaanesh, and you're getting mutations. Look at all these guys. Crab claw. Snake legs. Extra arms. Weird face.
Gimp mask.
But everyone else, you know, all of the bits are covered up.
Exactly. Who knows what Sigvard's got going on down there?
Sigvard's got fucking everything going on down there.
Horrors of the universe in his pants.
Oh man,
Boob snake.
God, these models are great. Look how fucking cool that looks. I like that little fucking bow he's got. Wow, I never noticed that before.
Because it's a gift.
It's a gift. Open your gift. Oh, 50 dicks.
Yeah, dick ball.
Surprise. Okay.
Like a nest of vipers.
Yeah. Oh no. All spitting at you. Okay. Great.
Okay, so that's tale number one. And tale number two is our good friend, Heinrich.
Heinrich Kemmler is the man.
Heinrich Kemmler and Krell.
Love them. They're my favourite boys.
No,
not them.
No, not that one.
Our other favourite people.
These guys.
These guys. Okay.
We'll cut that.
Yeah, cut that bit, TJ. Cut the allusion to Nazis there. So
These guys,
Right.
and no one else.
okay.
So they've had many adventures, Tom.
Yeah, they have.
So many adventures, it's hard to pick a favourite. But I think my new favourite Heinrich and Krell adventure is the time that they had a three-way battle with Throt the Unclean and a Dalek. They attacked. They attacked a Bretonian. What's it called? Where do monks live? Monastery. Mm-hmm. Bretonian monastery. They had a fight with the Skaven. Throt led the Skaven army. Krell and Heinrich were leading the undead army to steal some shit from a monastery. But it turned out that the monastery guy there had built a Dalek to defend them with and just turned it on and it went boop, boop, bzz, 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 and killed everyone. Heinrich had to run away and was foiled again by a literal Dalek from Doctor Who.
God, that is a bold gambit to make that up. Wow. Okay. So although it's so absurd, I actually lean more towards this, and I promise you I know nothing about this.
Okay.
But Games Workshop did make other IPs models in the past.
Yep. They've made Judge Dredd, they've made Doctor Who, they've even made some Star Trek miniatures and some Star Wars miniatures in the early days. I found an old Citadel Stormtrooper.
Oh, wow.
One time.
Oh, shit, that's cool. And I know that Heinrich Kemmler and Throt the Unclean do have, like, 1980s models. There's a super old Throt the Unclean where he's just like, and he has the world's smallest man catcher.
Yeah. But you'd have to catch very small men with it.
He'd have to catch very small men with it. So maybe, but I've never heard of a Dalek being in. But is that the fucking, like, the trick? Are you playing on that? I know that they would be, that there are old things. I think it, like, the multiple genitals, I can't believe that there is a reference to that.
It's not just that some champions have it. I'm saying, like, most of them have it.
Yeah,
it's, like, very common.
That's it. Like, if it was just some, although, God, that stinks of a fucking Warhammer Fantasy roleplay going up through the Slanesh thing or something like that. Like, that kind of throwaway line somewhere. But Games Workshop generally shy away from a lot of genitalia-based literature. But also Slanesh. Oh, I don't know. I feel like they don't do a lot of fucking dick and vagina stuff. But maybe there might have been some more reference to it, like. And there definitely have been examples where they did do things. Like the, I never used it, and I think I told you just like in passing at some point. In the like the Xenology book, they talk about fucking Eldar, like love making, and it's like,
ooh, who asked?
I did not need to know about like, oh, they have very complex reproductive organs, which they imagine they will take hours to enjoy themselves. Like, oh god. So they have done it, and they've done it in
more modern stuff.
What I'd consider more modern stuff, even though that came out
quite a while ago now.
15 years ago. But I don't know. I feel like the Krell, Throt fighting. Were they fighting at another monastery? Because they were the ones that attacked Le Monsial Abbey, right? Mm-hmm. Why are they? They wouldn't go to just keep going. Why do they just keep going to monasteries? And why is Throt there? What the fuck, Throt? And a Dalek? Oh, it's insane. But I don't think you would make that up. I'm saying that one. I don't think you could come up with that. I think you could come up with someone's got two genitals, and I think Ben would come up with it's a Dalek. That's the one. There's a Dalek there. Sure.
So you think Kemmler
I don't
fought a Dalek?
God, but I don't think it's true, but I'm picking it. I don't know why I'm picking it, because it sounds insane, but I can envisage like a fucking, like the Kremlo files. Or Sven the Magnificent. Like that real old, I'm picturing a scan and a goofy picture of a Dalek on there. I'm going with that one. I'm saying Dalek's real.
Okay. What's chat think?
Oh no.
Chat thinks multi-dick.
Tom hurt himself in the confusion. Yeah, it's so true. If I think too hard about it.
Oh my god, chat's kind of split. They want the dicks. Chat want multi-dick. But I have to tell you, Tom, that you're right!
Oh, fuck. Please, do you have a fucking document? Was I...
Sure do.
Oh, shit.
Right, Citadel Journal, 1986. So there's a scenario in here where Heinrich and Krell...
wait, hold. Let me just open up chat. 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Let me open up chat. Who was it that said Tom hurt himself in the confusion? Because I'm pretty sure I fucking...
You nailed it.
I fucking Sherlock Holmes this out. Find that person. Kill them.
Ban them.
Kill them. Oh, God.
It's too far back.
Oh, ground to air potato. All of your units are dying this week. That's a promise. I'm going to find them and kill them.
No, let's keep chat up for a sec. You can enjoy this with us. So yeah, 1986.
Wow.
There's a scenario where Skaven and undead attack a monastery.
Fuck, another monastery.
It's the same one.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. They attacked it again.
No, this is the scenario. This is the first time they did it, and then later in White Dwarf they did a remake of this exact same scenario. They got rid of they retconned the Dalek out.
Okay.
So here we go. So the undead turn up over here, and the Skaven turn up over here, and the Bretonnian monks are in here, and they're looking for the Black Ark of the Covenant, which has like got a warpstone chunk in it.
Okay.
And it turns out that the monks stole the Black Ark from the Skaven to try and activate their mechanical man.
Okay. Right.
So the Skaven have come here to steal the thing. Heinrich wants the thing, and if they take too long fighting each other, at a certain point, they can use the Ark to activate the mechanical man. But the mechanical man is fucking dark.
Oh, shit!
And it's in the same issue that they have, where is it? In the like catalog page, they're like, why not buy a Dalek to be the mechanical man?
Wow.
Where is it? Somewhere in here. They've got a little Dalek miniature. Got some Star Trek miniatures. Here we go. Here they are. Why not get one of these to be used as a mechanical man?
Never knew that they made Doctor Who miniatures.
Yeah. So there we go. Heinrich fights the Dalek. It's canon.
Holy shit. Wow. Well, if he's slow, he has to fight a Dalek.
That's true. If he can kill Throt quick.
Yeah.
So if we go to
God.
Stuff of Legends. Vengeance of the Witchmaster. Nope. Not that one. Oh, not page by page. Legends. Please.
Please.
They had like all the models from it.
There's the old
painted
Throt
up.
model. Sorry, I'm pointing at my screen that neither you or I can see.
Yeah, that's
Here.
it. That's Throt.
That one.
With his like fucking dog
Did I not do
catcher.
The perfect. God, that guy. Don't you have this?
I've got both that Warlord and that Gracier. They're the characters in my army. I love those.
Love that Gracier.
And the guy who built the Dalek has got like a fucking mecha hand for some reason.
Cool. That's a really fun little force.
Exterminate!
Wow. That is so dumb.
Oh.
Okay, I love
Throt
that.
had 3 arms. Yeah, Throt's always had 3 arms.
Yeah.
That's part of his deal.
Yeah, he's the Molder guy. Oh, wait, who's that?
Who's what?
Sorry. This guy.
Yeah, Grim Grundle.
He's cool.
He's wearing a pot on his
He's cool.
head.
He's great. It's a great, like, little set of toys. Okay.
Well, there you go. Heinrich and Krell, Dalek hunters extraordinaire.
Wow.
Now, the Slanesh thing was nearly true. There was a chart that the true version of that story would have been 1 in 6 champions of Slanesh have got both genitalia.
Okay.
Because every time
What was that from?
It's from the old Slaves to Darkness.
Oh, of course it
But
was.
every time you make a Chaos Champion, you roll on a chart for his...
Yeah.
And the Slanesh chart was 1 in 6 chance of hermaphrodite.
Okay.
But I didn't think that was fun enough, so I thought multi-dick.
Yeah.
Much more fun.
Yeah.
So you were right again with the chart.
Man,
It's
like
fucking mutation chart.
yeah, it was just the only way I could have pictured that kind of like coming up in the game. And like honestly, it was the frequency. It was saying like half of all of them. Like if it was a smaller amount, I'd be like, oh, 100%, that's a chart somewhere that you've got a chance of having that multi-dick.
Yeah.
But I think it was like too many. You gave me too much, Ben. You gave me too many dicks.
Too many dicks. Foiled again. But if I had a penny for every time I've been foiled by too many dicks.
So I've got some stories for you, Ben.
Hooray!
Servitors.
Beep, boop, boop.
He's cool, but he's a bit like competent looking for a servitor. He looks too alive.
You want more of a
taste.
dribble bot?
I want one with like a sad arm
Oh, go this guy.
hanging.
Oh. Or this guy.
Yeah, just like a little sad boy, just being sad. So, did you know that servitors? Oh my god, they're amazing. Like window clean bots. Do you know servitors' food looks exactly the same as their poo?
Ooh! Indistinguishable. Which pipe goes at which end?
Oh god, you don't want to mix those up, but their food like slurry that they eat also looks like the poop slurry that comes out of the other end in their recharge stations.
Wow, that's tight. Yeah, I mean, I assume I've never really read that much detail about servitors' daily life, but I always imagined they just had this like fucking protein slurry that they eat, and that the poops are gross. If some of them probably don't even have gussy works, I imagine.
I guess if you're like human bits, you need some intake. Right? Otherwise, the human bits die.
Well, you could have them in like you could have them on like an IV drip.
Oh, that's true.
You just like plug in a Nutri-Shake into their back,
Nutri paste,
and it just injects it into the body.
Yeah. So, story number 1.
Okay.
Food and poops are the same.
Poop food servitors, sure.
Then just what I wanted. Story number 2. A salamander shot an orc and felt bad for him when he fell into a giant vat of poo. It's a double pooper, Ben.
It's a double pooper!
It's a double pooper. I was worried. We haven't had enough poop stories.
You just wanted to make that pie chart a little bit bigger.
Well, sadly, it kind of stays at the exact same because...
No, because now this is 2 out of 4 stories are poop related. That's a 50%.
Oh,
so that's going to that's going to make that graph bigger.
But the Yourhammer or Lorehammer poop stories
Oh, yeah.
stays the same.
Well, it must stay the same. We can't.
It's a double pooper.
Oh, my God. So hang on. So let me get this straight. There's an orc. The salamander like shoots him. Glorious purging for the emperor. But then he falls into a vat of poop, and the salamander's like, oh.
So specifically, it's Tushan.
Oh, he's the current chapter master.
He
He's
is
this
the
guy.
chapter master. He maybe he doesn't like feel bad for the orc. But there's a moment where he's like, that's bad. The poop death.
Oh, not the death I would have wanted.
But he's a dirty Xenos, and he like chastises himself for...
Oh, because that's one of the memes of the Salamanders. Is they're one of the only chapters that is like feels feels for people. Do you know what I mean? Like they want to protect people
But
and look
not so
after
much
them.
like Xenos, really.
No.
Xenos are still bad because they're still pretty happy to bring on the flame.
Oh, of course. But they're the feels Marines.
Yeah.
I don't think a Space Marine would feel bad for an orc, even if he does drop him in a pile of manure, Back to the Future style.
So
was this orc called Biff Gannon or something?
Biff Gannon. So what happens is they're fighting. Mm-hmm. The Tushan is with his Salamanders, and they're protecting. Citation needed. I think they're on Armageddon.
Okay.
And they're hanging out with the Blood Angels, and they're all like holed up because they're like, okay, there's fucking orcs, we can blast them. But then they're like, oh, what's that building over there that's going to get overrun? Oh no, it's the water treatment facility. If that gets attacked, like the entire hive is not going to have any water. He goes in, and what's that? An orc. Like a bad orc, and Pew,
Blammo.
the orc, like falls down
Into the poop vat.
into the whirling poop vat that's going to get cleaned. And for a moment, he's like, "That's a bad death," and that's your boy.
Oh, that could be true.
Tushan.
Oh, it really could be true. Oh, Tushan. Tushan. Oh, no, now you're selling it, though. I'm wary of the sell.
The hard sell.
Yeah. Maybe this is just like your poopy monkey story, where you took a true story and added poop to it. Maybe this was just like something else. Maybe a little orc went through a fucking floor fan and turned into confetti, and he was like, ooh. And then you turned that into, like the Royal Guard in Last Jedi.
Oh yeah, the one that just gets like
fucking confetti.
That's a bad way to go. Like chopped in half with a lightsaber's one thing. Confettied is not the way.
Whereas the first one, the first one's not shocking. I mean, it's a poop story, so I enjoy it. But I mean, I kind of just feels true. Feels right. Yeah, of course. They just get fed the gross slurry. So I'm going to go with the first one. First one's true.
Oh, really?
Servo truth. Servo lore. Vulcan yore.
You're right, Ben.
Oh!
The Tushan did not shoot an orc.
Into the poo-poo.
No, there wasn't even a fan, and he confettied an orc. There was a water treatment facility, but they didn't even go inside, really. It's just a footnote somewhere that they protected this.
Protected the poo machine.
Which I had to add the poop in. But no, the slurry. I've got a quote for you, where they talk about Servitor's poops. Which I thought was kind of funny. And it was.
How often do they get the tubes mixed up?
I hope not that often. But then again,
how long does it take to find out? Because the Servitor's not going to complain about being force-fed his own poop.
I guess because it's a Servitor, doesn't?
I guess just it stops working, and they're like, "Why did the Servitor break?" And they're like, "Oh, it spent the last 2 weeks being fed shit."
Oh no, we've been pooping him. Here we go. It's from Spear of the Emperor. The chamber was large enough that some servitors would spend years in the same cavernous room, not needing to leave it during their duties, retreating only to the respite of their coffin sockets beneath the deck flooring in order to feed on protein, mush, and excrete waste, fairly similar to what was ingested.
Does that mean chat is hot for the Servitor centipede?
Oh, yeah, I guess some AdMech guy. Oh, fuck, you totally could do that, couldn't you?
Yeah. Should we Google it?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Let's see. Our worst nightmares realized.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe that no one has made that. That feels like
No, that feels like something. I honestly thought there'd be a conversion
something
for
so
it somewhere.
like horrible, grimdark 40k.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe like don't
Don't dig
too
too
deep.
hard. Yeah. You got this guy.
He's cool.
He's fun, yeah. I like that. Yeah. Well, it can exist in our minds. Unfortunately.
Wow. Until someone makes it
Yeah.
and ruins everything.
And tweets it at us every day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pow.
Bam. Well,
That
no
was-
winners this time.
No winners this time on Yourhammer or Lorehammer. God, this game is getting hard to play.
It's getting much harder. I think maybe we need a break to like stock up.
Yeah, as it is much more difficult to find.
Outrageous lore.
Yeah, good new stories.